Facebook Live. Let me just expand this so I can see myself a bit better. Okay, here we go. Good. Alright, so if you can see me, if you are here, if you join, I would love some interactivity. I'm on Instagram Live as well, although my battery is going to run out in 22%, so let's see how it goes. Hello, if I'm looking down, sorry, up here, it's because I'm also on Facebook Live, right? And I want to focus on the screen. Alright, so I'm here to talk about suiting up. Suiting up. Why does it feel good to wear a suit? It's well fit. It feels good to wear a suit, right? And it's a metaphor, really. Suiting up is a shift of energy for me. You know, my grandparents, I remember going to weddings and stuff like that when I was younger, or just going anywhere, going to someone's house. And I'd see the older gentlemen in shirts and suits sometimes. And I used to wonder, why are they wearing this suit? You know, what's the reason for this? Why do they care so much about their appearance, where I'd just be, you know, rocking up in anything? And as I got older, I started realizing that it's a mentality, right? Wearing the suit is a mentality. It's a shift to say, I'm here. You know, and woman, you have your version of this. It's maybe wearing that dress or wearing those shoes or something else, right? To say, I'm here and I'm confident and I'm proud of who I am, right? I'm putting this suit on to enter into that energy, to remind myself who the hell I am, right? And I don't care what's going on outside. I don't care about what else is going on, who that person is. I know who the hell I am when I enter into that suit up energy, right? So if you're ever feeling depressed, like I have felt many times in my life, you're feeling like down, or there's things that you want to do and you're not doing it, you know, if your mind is getting too much or the body is getting too much, both of them are working together as a team, as they do, and things just don't feel great. I want you to go and find some kind of outfit, something that's going to help you to reconnect with your power, right? Suit up, let's go. That's what that means. There was a translation, suit up. Come on, let's suit up. Let's go. Wake up the hell out of that funk. Wake up. Switch the fire on, right? Let's press the switch inside of you that turns everything into nothingness again and ignites you. Turns all the pain into freedom. It turns all of the fears into, wow, look what's in front of me. It turns all of the sloth body energy into, I'm alive. I'm on it. My spine is open. Chest is open. Let's go. Right? Let's be proud of who the hell we are. Let's live. And we have that. There's a science behind this. You know, I like to bring the science into this as well. There's a science of what occurs with what I'm talking about as suit up energy. You know, suit up energy is, yeah, we got some comments there. I'll check that in a moment. Suit up energy is, hey, there is a switch going on in the chemistry within us. It has to be, right? There has to be a chemical equivalent to this metaphor that I'm talking about, right? How do we step out of these painful or challenging states? Because something is shifting inside of the body, right? And I started becoming fascinated by it. I was like, I'm depressed and I'm confused and I'm having an existential crisis all the time. You know, it's happened to me for years. And I laugh about it because it happens so often, and then I learned that there's a way to get out of it, right? Which I'll share more about in a moment. The suit up energy is a chemical shift, and imagine learning how to have that chemical shift often, right? So much time I've spent laying around, overthinking, sitting in my own misery, or just letting my ego get in the way, too much going on, too much planning or strategy, too much judging myself, shame. So much time in my life has been spent in that place. So I was determined. I was like, I want to reduce that time frame. I'm not saying we end all suffering forever, right? I think it's very normal to feel down and feel like I want to lie around. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't know who the hell I am. I don't know what to do next. I think that's all normal. I think that's a part of life. But to reduce the time spent there, to get up, out, and press the button that switches on the suit, where we feel like, I'm proud of who the hell I am. Let's go. Let's go on this adventure of life. Let's keep walking. Let's keep stepping. Let's go here. Let's go there. Or let's do nothing. And let's be in eternal peace with the now and the nothing. Freedom is really what I'm talking about, right? Suit up energy is freedom. Because it's the kind of freedom that is fiery. It's the kind of freedom like you switch something on and all of the thinking is burnt and destroyed and gone, and there's clarity. You know, most of the people that will hire me or have ever worked with me, that's the thing I bring. It's this ability and this training of others of how to be still and here, but lightning at the same time, right? And there's a neuroscience to this. It isn't just wishful thinking or, hey, this is a nice, wow, this is cool, I would like this. This is a great theory. Let me read the flow book by that guy with a long name, Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, I think that's his name. Let me read the theory. It's cool that these people can do that. This is a great theory. No, I'm talking about the forever neuroscience that's within us. And really the whole neuroscience is that we're allowing energy to move first. You know, like someone's put in the chat, it's the type of thinking that fills your lungs with the fresh air. And you just want to get up and grab life with both hands. Exactly. Clearing of all the blocks within the body. It's actually happening within the body, right? Because the thinking is influenced by the entire body. You know, we think, it's all in my head and I've got to try and clear my thoughts or try and change my thinking. Actually, change the energy in the body and the flow, and then the thinking works based off that. And a great example is fight or flight mode that I've lived in for most of my life, for real, lived in for most of my life, having a hypersensitive energy, is because the body feels like there's a danger. So when there's danger, what happens? What's the chemistry inside? The chemistry inside is protection. The heart must be protected as the vital organ. So the heart closes, the chest, everything tightens, stomach tenses. It's like being bracing for a punch in the stomach. This is literally what happens when we go into these states of overthinking or, tension, is the stomach will actually brace. There's a bracing, there's a tensing, because again, it wants to protect organs. There's a system. There's a very intelligent system we have, right? It's protecting us. If we needed it, it would be very useful in those situations where our life is at threat. However, what occurs is this feeling that life is at threat, so everything tenses up. Putting the suit on is relaxing. It's relaxing first, and then the energy of fire comes from relaxation. It's letting go of what we think is happening or what we're trying to figure out in our heads. Letting go, because all of that figuring out is tension as well. All of the figuring out is actually fear and fear of death occurring. That's what I realized After all this time, I was like, oh, I'm overthinking because the thinking's occurring to try and protect me from what it thinks is physical danger. So it's trying to find solutions to avoid future danger, present danger. Body is working with it to tense things up. Everything, every source of any overthinking I've ever had, I realize is a result of survival. So I have to slow down enough to say, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Let me let this go. Let me let the movement, the thoughts, the energy shifting, the chemistry move through me naturally. Let me let it move. And then what comes? Freshness. Freshness comes. And the freshness is actually the suit energy. You know, the suit energy isn't, hey, I'm overly hyped, let's go crush it. It doesn't come from nowhere. That overly hyped come from nowhere. Sorry, the overly hyped crushing energy is a result of relaxation first, knowing that everything's all good, and then let's go, let's put on the suit. So it starts off as this calmness, this confidence, calm confidence. And if we maintain that level, then we don't need to go into the overhyped version, because that spends more energy than that's necessary. That's what I realized. It's all an energy calculation. So suit up, suit up. Relax first. Know that everything's cool. Tell the body, out breath. This is the whole reason why meditation is so useful, yoga. This is why I've done yoga for so long. Every day, every single day for 10 years, because it's so useful. It's teaching me. And you put, do you meditate every day? Yeah, I do every single day. Every single day. Different forms, sometimes it's more bodily, more active, sometimes it's including breath, because I know that breath is also a meditative process. Very different forms I'll use, but every single day I will sit down and I'll do the traditional style as well. Because it allows me to separate what I think is occurring and what I need to do and fix and manage with my pure, silent, forever, unconditional power and love inside. The thing that's beyond body and mind, right? There has to be something beyond it. There has to be something running the body and mind, right? And there's various religions that will talk about their own. I'm not going to get into that. Coming back to that, coming home to that, allows me to let go of body and mind, so that when I re-enter into body and mind fresh, like I mentioned a minute ago, I'm coming with a clean slate. I'm coming directed from this core, from a different power, right? And that's what suiting up is for me. It's like, I feel good, I'm fresh, I'm clear. So I think I'm going to leave the live there. I'm going to make this short and sweet. And let me know if you got anything from this when I post it, when you see it on my page. Let me know if this helped you to spark something inside, because this is ultimately what I'm about. When I coach leaders, it's funny. What they need most is always this smooth operation program, right? This smooth operating model. Because that helps everything get better. How they perform, who they work with, their business, their personal life, their health. We will look into all of that stuff separately, of course, but it has to come from what's the core operating model, right? If the core operating model is running in the best way that is possible, everything else just becomes easier, right? It's like the primary colors of paint. We need to use the primary colors first before we grab the magentas and the teals, of life, if that makes sense. So, leaving it as that, and everyone that joined, thank you, and everyone that's watching this on the replay, let me know if you watched it on the replay, and put some comments below. And I'll be doing more of these. So let me know what you found useful, and I know what to do more about, potentially, right? Otherwise, I'm going to do what I did today, as I usually do, which is just throw whatever I can out there. Alright, see you later.